What's good, George? I got Kai, and Steve Nash is now the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And that is just insane to me because I had no idea Steve Nash was even on the radar for a head coach job. And there's a lot of head coach jobs this offseason, but I think the Nets is probably the most promising one. They got Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. They got a bunch of supporting talent for those two, but that squad is championship ready. And it's just like, there seemed to be a little backlash and outrage that the Nets hired Steve Nash. And it's not really a shocking hire to me because it always happens this way. Point guards, well, former point guards, they always get jobs because they got the most basketball IQ, they got the most knowledge and feel for the game. And especially in this case with Steve Nash getting hired in Brooklyn, it makes a lot of sense because he worked with KD in Golden State, so I'm pretty sure KD put in a good word for him. And I'm pretty sure that KD told Kyrie his plans to, put a good word for Steve Nash. I'm sure Kyrie didn't object because, Steve Nash is one of the greatest point guards to ever live. I'm pretty sure he has a lot to teach Kyrie. And KD was, under his mentorship in Golden State, he was working out with him. I'm sure Kyrie could work out with him. I'm sure it's going to be great. But Stephen A, on first take, he said that this is a white privilege thing. And I just don't agree with that in this sense because, yeah, he has no former head coaching experience, but he was one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest basketball minds. It's not like just some random Joe off the street. This is Steve Nash we're talking about. And now, to discuss the title of the video, KD and Kyrie got no excuse not to be successful in Brooklyn because for some reason they got Kenny Atkinson fired, and I'm not saying that they, talk to the front office like, oh, fire Kenny, we don't like him. I'm pretty sure the front office talked to them like, do y'all mind if we, fire Kenny? Like, what's y'all temperature on Kenny? I'm pretty sure they was like, we don't really love him like that. So I'm pretty sure that's why they got rid of Kenny. But KD, there was reports that he didn't really warm up to Steve Kerr like many thought he did. That he was just, mutual, complacent, neutral with Steve Kerr. And Kyrie, he gets unhappy in situations. He gets unhappy real fast. You saw what happened, at the end of Cleveland. You saw what happened in Boston. So for them to both co-sign on this Steve Nash coaching hire, and this is just speculation by me. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure that they did this. But for them to both sign off on this head coaching hire, they have no excuse for any kind of turmoil within the organization, in the locker room. They have no excuse not to go to the finals and just be all around successful. I don't want to hear anything like, oh, we changed our mind about Steve Nash because he got a 4-year deal. He ain't going nowhere. It's a new era in Brooklyn. Get used to it. But KD, he's not as miserable as Kyrie. And I'm not saying like Kyrie is miserable in a terrible way because we all know why he was acting like that in Boston. Because he said his grandfather died. He wasn't in the right mental headspace. But he did pull some crazy stuff in Cleveland. He just up and requested a trade, wasn't talking to teammates. So we just really have to hope, well, not we, y'all Nets fans really have to hope that y'all keep him happy there. Because we know his move can change at the drop of a dime. KD, his move can change at the drop of a dime. If he feels he's getting blamed for something, if he feels he's not getting credit, like like it was in Golden State, he can leave at the drop of a dime. So really, the whole point of this video is just to say that the Steve Nash hire is a good hire. I'm pretty sure Steve Nash is going to be a good coach. He's going to coach him to success. I'm sure he's a player coach because, the best coaches be former players because they really understand the ins and outs of the game. And they understand what it's like, when players are going through struggles because they've gone through that themselves. And Steve Nash, one of the greatest basketball minds to ever play in the NBA. Point guard extraordinaire. Friends with KD, worked with KD in the past. This is a good hire. But if KD and Kyrie plan on, being unhappy with this, they have no excuse. That's the point. They have no excuse not to be successful and not to be happy. They got the coach they want. They got the people they want. They got a good supporting cast. All we need is for them to be healthy. And I see great things for the Nets in the future. Alright, y'all. If you stayed to the end of this video, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.